You're tuning into Black and White Sports on YouTube. The no-holds-barred truth on sports. The main event starts now.
Black and White Sports fans, we're going to be talking about Skip Bayless and Stephen A. Smith. As you guys know, Skip Bayless and Stephen A. Smith worked together for, I believe, about 3 years on ESPN's First Take. And then Skip Bayless left and he went over to Fox, where he's actually at right now. Well, there is some drama between Stephen A. Smith and Skip Bayless. Now, Skip Bayless has been on the record. He loves Stephen A. Smith. Stephen A. Smith even tried to recruit him back over to ESPN. Folks, there is some brotherly battling going on now. And I believe there's a bit of ego going on right now as to who actually made ESPN's First Take successful. Now, a bit of backstory in case you don't know the history of First Take. There was a show that started out in, I believe, 2004 called Cold Pizza. And Skip Bayless was on that show. And really, folks, Cold Pizza is really nothing more than First Take now. But because there was actually a segment in Cold Pizza called First and 10, where Skip Bayless would debate mostly Woody Page on sports topics. And that became so popular that ESPN ended up making a show out of that. They would actually cut out the First and 10 segments and put up a 30-minute show on ESPN. And eventually, guys, Cold Pizza turned into the Skip Bayless show, and it was all debate. All debate. And I believe that was a good call right there, because back when I was actually watching ESPN, I like Cold Pizza, but I would actually just wait until First and 10 came on and Skip Bayless would be on there with Woody Page. I thought it was great. Now, flash forward now to 2012. Woody Page is gone. He's not on First Take anymore. And there's a rotating amount of guests on the show. And eventually, Stephen A. Smith joins Skip Bayless full time on First Take. And now, guys, Stephen A. Smith, he's the man over there on First Take. And now he appeared on a podcast, I believe it was with JJ Redick. And he made some claims that pretty much he was the reason that First Take was successful. And he put it out there like Skip Bayless was begging him to come over to ESPN to actually save the show. Skip Bayless not too happy about that whatsoever. Check this out. Skip Bayless fires back at Stephen A. Smith, claiming he made First Take successful. Now, ladies and gentlemen, when it comes down to picking a side on this, I'm siding with Skip Bayless on this, because that show was very, very popular before Stephen A. Smith even came along. That is the reason why, Skip Bayless is the reason why that Cold Pizza actually did go away. And it became debate for a full 2 hours. But listen to the clip here of what Stephen A. Smith had to say about essentially him making First Take successful. Check this out.
Skip Bayless was doing his thing with First Take, having the two live stews, Jamel Hill, Rob Parker, and various other people debating against him. And then in 2012, they weren't satisfied with the numbers. They weren't satisfied with the ratings, the level of revenue that was being generated. Skip Bayless comes to me in the parking lot on the campus of ESPN in Bristol, Connecticut. And he says, I know you got your plans. You love the NBA. You love being out on the road. You love being in the locker room. But he said, but I need you. He said, I've done all that I could to take this as far as I could go. I need you to do this for me, please. He said, I just need 3 years. He said, I think we'll knock it out the park. I thought about it. Those were clearly my best options. They weren't about to give me my own show or anything like that at the time. I thought about it for a couple of days. I said, all right, I'll do it. 1 month later, we were number one. And we've been number one ever since.
Wow. So right there, he pretty much said, I'm the reason this show is successful. Wow. Skip Bayless, he has his own YouTube channel, and he put out his response to this. And he's definitely hurt by this because, let's be clear, Skip Bayless is the one that built First Take. it was him. But you can see here, Skip Bayless reacts to Stephen A's recent comments on the podcast. Let's listen in. All right, guys, I was going to play the part of Skip Bayless responding to Stephen A. Smith, but got copyright claimed by Fox. I thought the Skip Bayless show was independent, but I'm going to have to summarize what Skip Bayless said. And Skip Bayless was very, very upset. If you actually go over to his YouTube channel, you can see, man, he's kind of struggling a little bit because he loves Stephen A. Smith. But I'm going to go ahead and summarize this. Back to the article here. It says, Bayless referred to Stephen A's comments as a shocking fabrication of what actually happened. He further asked, how dare you? He did say that in the clip. And boy, I wish I could actually play this because my words don't really do it justice as to what Skip Bayless was actually saying. But he was definitely hurt by this. He was definitely hurt by this. Now, here's another transcript from what Skip Bayless had actually said. He said, quote, I thought, how could my brother Stephen A turn on me like that? On me, seriously, Bayless stressed. Stephen A was suggesting that he saved and then made First Take. How can you save and make a show that was already as big as a 1 billion to 1 success story as ESPN had ever had? The ratings and the revenues were impossibly great when Stephen A joined me in 2012. Close quote. So Skip Bayless also said in the clip that First Take was already #1 in 2011. Now, like I said before, Woody Page left the show and ESPN was just looking to get random guests on the show. And there's no doubt about it that Skip and Stephen A had a conversation, but Skip is definitely hurt by Stephen A just taking all the credit. Man, he made it seem like ESPN First Take was in the trash before he got there and that he came along and saved the show. Well, I'll say this. If the show was doing so great, why is it that Stephen A. Smith practically begged Skip Bayless to actually come back over to ESPN? And ESPN was going to allow Skip Bayless to actually remain on Fox on Undisputed. Stephen A. Smith needed Skip Bayless much more than Skip Bayless actually needed Stephen A. Smith. Now, apparently, Skip and Stephen A. were going to do like an ESPN Plus show. But I have a real feeling, man, that he actually wanted him back on First Take. Because we know how Stephen A. felt about Max Kellerman. He had been trying to get him off that show for years. Years. It wasn't the same juice that it was with Skip Bayless. And that's just the way it is, guys. But that's just my thoughts on this. What do you guys think of this? Black and white sports fans, who are you guys siding with in this matter, this battle between brothers Stephen A. Smith and Skip Bayless? I'm going with Skip on this one. They were already successful. Skip Bayless transformed the sports debate show. He made it what it is today. Anyway, guys, let us know what you think about all this in the comments. Make sure to subscribe to Black and White Sports, and we'll catch you next time.
Black and White Network supporters, make sure you check out the Black and White Network merchandise store. Link in the description. Use promo code USA First, all one word. USA First, all one word. 25% off now.
Thanks for watching the show. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to tune in next time on Black and White Sports.